Gates Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I am back with Musa. Musa, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Well, the reason we have you back, of course, is because you've received another payout through Apex Trader Funding. So at this point, we get to not only congratulate you on your success, but your consistency. Congratulations on a job well done.
Yes, thank you.
Excellent. So just in case somebody happens upon this video and hasn't seen the previous video, maybe we can start back a little bit of review and kind of foundation that we talked about in the first interview. First of all, remind me about how long have you been trading at this point?
Uh, about 2 years.
A couple of years now. Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you been with Apex Trader Funding?
Like 6, 7 months.
6 or 7 months. Okay.
Yeah.
So prior to that, were you with any other funding company, without mentioning any names, obviously, but were you with any other funding companies, or were you trading your own funded account?
Yeah, I tried. Like when I started, I was doing my own funds, but I was with another prop firm,
Okay.
but I didn't like the rules there and a lot of requirements, so I moved to Apex, and I liked it much better.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, just to, again, just to kind of a little bit of baseline there, what were some of the rules that you didn't like previously that don't necessarily that aren't a part of Apex rule structure?
They had like 2 steps in
Mhm.
the evaluation process, and that just looked like too much. I have to go through so many things, and they had other rules I don't really remember, but like they had certain times you cannot trade, like during the news and stuff. So it was just it was a burden, a lot of rules, a lot of things to keep in mind.
Sure.
So,
Sure. Yeah. With Apex, what do the rules look like?
yeah, it's much better to have breathing room, and I don't have to always think about, oh, am I breaking a rule right now?
Right.
So,
Yeah. And that's one of the things that a lot of people say. It's just not really a lot of rules with Apex. So it gives you
right,
the freedom and flexibility to trade the way that you want to trade, which
exactly.
I've heard a lot of traders talk about the fact that they appreciate that. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Now, let's talk a little bit more about kind of consistency, because you're back again with another payout, which tells us that not only are you experiencing a level of success, but you're doing so on a consistent basis. So let's talk about more kind of the way that you trade. Now, when you trade, do you trade one instrument? Do you trade multiple different instruments?
I trade only one, the ES.
Yes. Okay. Now,
Yeah.
and do you do different strategies, or do you just have one strategy?
Um, I'm a price action trader, and
Okay.
every day is new for me, and I try to look and form my strategy and see what's gonna work.
Right.
So,
Do you
yeah,
trade
it changes a little bit, but basically it's a price action
same
trading.
basic structure? Now, do you trade
Yeah.
different times of day? Do you always trade the same time of day?
Yeah, mostly early mornings. I try to, be done before afternoon.
Right.
And so, yeah, I start in pre-market at like about 9 o'clock, like a half an hour before the market opens.
Right.
And I form my levels and see what's going on, look at the daily chart,
Mhm.
and yeah, trade for a few hours, and that's it.
In and out and done. Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to your trading, would you say that you're pretty, generally speaking, routine? I mean, do you have a specific? I mean, you talked about starting off and putting your markers on your charts and things like that. But I mean, as far as the whole process, would you say the whole process is pretty routine?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
it is.
Okay. Um, Now, when it comes to funding, and obviously you had worked with another company before. You've obviously traded your own funds. What would you say for you is the biggest differences between trading your own funds versus operating in a funded account?
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious I don't have to trade with my own funds if I'm using a prop firm,
Sure.
and I can trade a lot bigger,
Mhm.
like even if I'm using my own fund, I don't have like the tens of thousands of dollars.
Sure.
So with prop firms, there's more opportunity, and it's a lot easier.
To be able to scale up and
Yeah,
take
exactly.
bigger positions. Okay. I know a lot of people, especially some more, we're going to call them more mature or old school traders. Uh, they tend to balk at the idea of giving up 10% of their profits. And I've always just thought that was odd because you could just trade an extra contract and cover that in that sum. But, everybody's a little bit different. But it's nice to be able to have a little bit more flexibility versus what possibly someone might be able to trade with what they have in their own account. So um, have you noticed any difference in your level of consistency in your results being a funded trader versus when you were trading on your own?
Mm, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I have more breathing room. I can lose some money, before blowing my account,
Right.
and so yeah, that I just when I was trading my own account, if I have like a couple losing days, it will be over. I will have to deposit more money and go through the process. And but here, I can have some bad days, and then I can come back and make
Mhm.
it all back. So that, gives me more like motivation and
Mhm.
keeps me high. I don't feel very discouraged.
Sure.
So
Sure.
yeah.
Excellent. Now, as you move forward, how would you say, what does growth for you as a trader look like at this point as a funded trader with Apex Trader Funding? What does the future look like for you? What are your goals from here?
Just trying to be as consistent as possible, and I'm trying to grow my account right now. I mean, I took a payout this month, but I'm planning to not take out any more money in next month, just growing my account. And
Give
so I
yourself
have
that
more
buffer.
more limit. Yeah. So
Certainly.
yeah, that's basically my goal right now.
Okay. And are you currently just trading one funded account, or do you have multiple?
Just have one.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Um, Now, when it comes to kind of the outside world and how you handle your trading, I mean, is there anybody that you talk to regularly about trading? Any sort of a mentor or groups or anything that you're a part of?
Yeah, I'm part of a Discord server, and it's a small community. And there's a this guy. He's a pretty experienced, more than 10 years, and so yeah, it's nice to hang out in a chat room with like-minded people and talk about and discuss trading.
Does that help you with different ideas, or at least making sure that you remain consistent with your strategy, not breaking your own rules?
Yeah, exactly, and
Yeah.
it gives me more awareness. Like I do have some charts on my screen, but sometimes there's something going on. Someone says, "Oh, XLF is like dumping," so that might cause the ES to go down. So sometimes I can overlook things, but on chat room, it shows me. Someone can tell me that, so that's good.
Yeah, no matter how many screens you have, there's really only so much we can look at a time. It's nice
Yeah.
to have those extra set of eyes, and traders helping traders, I think, is something that I hear all the time. So, well, I sure appreciate it. As far as working with, if you were talking to somebody who was just getting started, uh, you know, getting their feet wet trading and considering moving into a funded program like Apex Trader Funding, what advice would you give them in terms of setting themselves up for success?
Yeah, definitely try the trading firms, and just start with an account, like choose an account, whatever fits you, and start trading. And yeah, be patient, trade small. You don't have to make it big. You don't have to hit the goal in one day.
Exactly.
and yeah, it will work out.
Slow and steady.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, Musa, I sure appreciate your time again today. Thanks for coming back and spending a little bit of time with us. Um, obviously, we've got a couple of payouts already. It sounds like you're going to be just buffering the account for the next month, but we'd love to have an opportunity to have a chat with you in a couple of months when we repeat the process again, see how things are going then. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if there's anything that we can do, you just let us know, okay?
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, Musa. Have a great day.